What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. This is your boy Narik Chase, being aided on another video by Miss Madam B.
Hi.
And this isn't particularly a review or anything, but we are going to give our thoughts about the film Christine, as well as ideas for a possible reboot, which I think they were talking about. They were trying to do a reboot. I forgot what the guy's name is. Let me see. I don't remember this fool name.
Really?
You know, I never thought why this film didn't get a sequel.
Yeah, sequel. Yeah. It deserved a sequel or maybe a nice little reboot.
And the weird thing is, they didn't even do a direct to film sequel for it. That's weird. They did it for they got a bunch of carries out, but this is the only one Christine movie they got.
Yeah, I really think that this would do good for a sequel or a reboot. I really would.
Because Max, this if it's gonna be a sequel or reboot, would it be an action or horror or a combination of both? Because if it's a possessed car, with the way we got things going on nowadays, you're gonna want to see that car.
Get into something.
Yeah, one of the best car chase sequences I've ever seen was in the movie Death Proof. You ever
Mm,
see it?
yeah, probably not.
It was got Kurt Russell was this like stunt man, and he was going around killing people. But he was using this like high speed chases to do it.
Hmm.
And in the film, like the biggest climax is he ends up doing it to these three women, but he don't realize that those three women are gonna fight back.
Mm.
But like that, you would want to. And I seen a movie a long time ago about I want to say a haunted car, but it was like a black car, and it had to be came out in the 50s, and it was like this car was killing people. So I thought that was kind of like the inspiration for Christine. But I don't know. It's like one of those I don't you can't tell if it was somebody in the car or not.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, like I want this to be like a horror because Christine is technically like a horror film.
Hmm.
But I do want to see some badass like drive sequences too. Like we was talking about in the review, and I was like, at the end that should have been like a really cool car chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to have seen that.
So how would you place the characters? Would you like Arnie's character? Would
This would be one of the movies I would have it centered around the three characters. No, four characters. It'd be the cop. It'd be the new girl. It'd be Arnie, and it'd be the best friend. That way, you can actually get a full. You'll get a full or like a full like a well-rounded cast,
yeah.
and how this car is actually dealing with them. Like, think about it. What if the car is going around killing people, and on the new girl's side, her parents could be like, "Did we make a good decision moving here because people are dying now?"
Okay, I like that.
Or if you go by the cop stand, he's like trying to figure out who's killing people, and you can say he has he later on gets his suspicions
Hmm.
that it's the dude, but then maybe have a sequence where like the dude's at home or something, and then somebody gets killed, but they thought it was the car that did, you know what I'm saying? Somebody might have stole his car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, try not to make Arnie over.
Overly nerdy. I can
Yeah,
understand him.
and he looked like a nerd in shop class, like wood shop, whatever kind of shop it was, shop class. Like, come on now. Uh, uh, you basically said he was like a nerd, bookworm, whatever. I guess maybe how he learned how to fix up cars, but
Not in shop. That's like wood shop. But auto
that.
mechanics and wood shop are two different things.
So was that auto mechanics?
I thought that was wood shop.
Anyway, still, he shouldn't have been in there. So, and he sees his car and he's like, you know what? No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna, or not actually see it, but been checking it out like we wanted to in the first one.
Or at least establish, like, say his friends say, "Man, you've been looking at that car for weeks, man."
Yeah, like what's up?
Yeah, that would have made more sense because you would establish that
Mm-hmm.
he'd already been looking at it. But it's
Right.
weird that he'd been looking at it, his friend didn't know, and they drive past it all the time.
Mm.
So that'd be like another thing. And don't make the nerdy aspect like a caricature because if you think about it, the friend was technically a jock. But he didn't
Right.
act like a jock. He acted
Right.
like a nice, cool guy.
And you know how some jocks have nerdy friends. It's basically give them do their homework. But I guess they were best friends.
And have them doing stuff. Like, have them go places. Or something. In fact, did you notice that in that Christine film, um, there was a girl that liked the jock, but he ended up liking the new girl?
Mm-hmm.
They never fleshed out that little
No.
storyline.
Yeah, it was.
She could have played a part later on in the movie. You know what I'm saying? As a better supporting character. But they said that she liked the jock, and then the jock liked the new girl. That was it. You don't see old girl no more.
Okay.
Wait, wasn't there like some scenes in the movie where people were having sex at the movie theater, at the drive-in, or was that another movie?
That was it. They were at the drive-in.
They did it on Once Bitten. The dude would get done, and everybody was having sex in the cars around them, and they did that movie too. They were just a pumping.
Okay. Anyway.
But yeah, like do away with that whole thing where the friend's just a fucking nerd. Like, no, give us an actual reason. Let this dude be cool. Yeah, let him have this insecurity against this big dude or whatever, and his gang or something. Fine, but don't just make him just like this just suck ass character. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want that. And as far as the car, I wouldn't mind this car design to come back.
Oh no, that's a good design. So would you want to know how the car got that way, or would it? No.
Because if you think it's very few ways you can actually like spin it. You can say, well, somebody died while the thing was constructed, but it's like, why would that? Why would they start killing people?
I don't know. I mean,
It's
they
like
got
it's
they
one
got
of.
so many things now
But I'm
to
just
where.
this. I think this is one of them. Like they don't need a reason. Kind of like if you watch the movie The Mist, you know that the military breached, opened this breach to this alternate dimension. You don't know how. You don't get. They don't go into none of that. You just go from the perspective of the people trying to survive.
Okay.
So it's like one of those, like Pennywise, like in It. You don't know how he got there, and you read up on it, but you don't see it. So I think this is one of the few times I could be like, okay, they don't need to go into the actual backstory of it.
Now, would you want the Arnie character as he's seeing what's happening? Would you try to pull away from the car? Like, no, maybe this car is kind of freaky. Maybe I should. But then gets pulled back in, and uh, you know.
Yeah, I would like it to be more like a temptation to him, because you don't see him
It,
get
it,
tempted like
it, it
that.
wasn't he didn't get tempted. It was just I bought this car. I'm possessed.
Mm-hmm.
I was possessed with my first
Still is.
car.
Uh, and like have us, the little sequence, and the whole thing where the girl got insecure about him hanging out with that car. That was stupid. This is his first car. He built this car. He fixed this car up. You can't be like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, he spends more time with the car than me. Well, I'm like, how the hell you think y'all going places? Because he sat there and fixed the car.
Right. You ain't giving out no gas money.
Yeah. You ain't giving out that Gucci goo either.
Gosh, really?
Yeah, it looks like a. But like I said, it's a good movie. But like I said, the reboot has to have better characters. I would not mind the movie being a bit long, but you
Hmm.
got to put the heart. Like I want to see that moment where somebody crossed the dude, and this person's walking, and this car's like creeping up on them or something like
Hmm.
that, and they put it to where you can't tell if it's the guy doing it or not.
Okay, so what about a sequel? Where, how many years later after that would you want it to?
I want to do now. But the problem with now is a lot of time when they make like characters like teenage characters, they're fucking stupid, they're
Yeah.
unlikable, they're cheesy, they're stereotypes. Like even if it ain't a reboot, I'll go to say the sequel.
Hmm.
I would mind seeing it as a
No, I'm
sequel.
talking about like if there do happen to be a sequel. Um, would we think they would make it in this time or try to go back to?
No, they need to make it now. Make it now, because there's a lot of things that you can do, like introduce technology and stuff like
And they
that.
might mess Christine up, make her have racing stripes all on her and pipes and hydraulics and like wow.
This ain't Ash versus the Evil Dead. You
I'm,
saw that episode with me.
I'm just saying.
Which that was a weird episode. They had to fight a demonic car.
But I mean, take what the first one didn't give, but put add a little more to it. But don't just make it just overly stupid. If there do have to be a sequel.
Like I want to like you got films like Need for Speed. You got films like Fast and the Furious. You got films like Red Line. You got a lot of car films out there. Death Race.
I love Fast and the Furious. So.
Death Race. But I want to see. I want it to be like a horror aspect to it. Like I wouldn't mind that. And I also want to see at least like two actions, like fast paced action. Like I wouldn't mind it. Like the guy that was picking on him, I wouldn't mind if he got in a car and he was like, "Well, we're gonna race, we're gonna do this," and then he ends up finding out the dude ain't in the car. So now he trying to survive.
Or okay, that was a good one. Is that him and this dude got into a race? The dude in the car, maybe he thought the dude was in the car. They're like side by side, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm beating you." Christine rolls down her windows, ain't nobody there. It was like, he runs off the road.
Yeah, run him off the road.
Or something like that.
Do that thing when eyes get really big. Like, that would be pretty cool. And I will admit I was wrong. The dude wasn't running lazily.
I don't know.
But that when he got ran over, it was bloop bloop. But and I definitely want to come back to this and possibly throw out who I would want to see directed, who's good with choreography when it comes to cars, actors and actresses I wouldn't mind seeing in the role. I'm sorry, let's go ahead and say Kristen Stewart to star in Charlie's Angels, which I want to see that. And she always, to me, she seems like she'll play more of like a better actiony type character than like a soft feminine one. I mean, she does a good job. She does a decent job as that, but she seems like she'd be like one of those chicks that get in the ring and get punched in the face playing boxing or something. I said playing boxing, but anyway. But yeah, I also would definitely want to see that. I want to see some fire too. I want to see at least one sequence where this damn car is on fire doing some crazy ass shit.
Right. And you would like to keep the same design.
In
either the reboot or the sequel.
Because it's a nice car design. It's pretty cool. Cause it'd be interesting seeing like a new age type car versus like an old school type car. But it also emphasizes the fact that the thing is possessed. So if you got this one car that's pushing like 100,
right? Like, man, that car can't go that fast, and Christine just,
But is there any other thoughts you got about it?
No, but it really should have been a reboot or a sequel.
Yeah, that should have been something about
because
that.
it at the end of the movie it leaves you on a cliffhanger. You just fall on over into the water. You have nothing. We don't have anything to go on. Did it come back? I mean, it healed itself. It was in the process.
They're gonna make it like Far Cry, but it's gonna be after like this post-apocalyptic wasteland and everything. So it's gonna be Christine. What's the new Far Cry game called?
The New Dawn.
Yeah, it's gonna be Christine the New Dawn. Or Christine Fury Road. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that's about a wrap then. We came up with some interesting concepts. Guys, in the comment section below, let us know what are your thoughts about Christine, reboot or sequel. Which one would you want to see, a sequel actually taking the events from the first film and adding it to this one, or a reboot where they just came up with a whole new story and everything, or even I guess you could say a remake, because remake would technically be the same thing. The reboot would be half of it, but half new stuff. But anyways, be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best what we got going on this channel, as well as stay tuned every week as we do upload videos. So y'all be sure to get ready and catch those bad boys, and we will catch you guys later.